do you think? Do you think I should just walk up to him and tell him like, hey, listen, I've been noticing you, noticing you, noticing me. The road to love is exciting, funny, and sometimes can even be heartbreaking. But in the end, it'll all be worth it. Join me on my journey to love. Hey everybody, it's LaRonda and I am back with another video trying to get this thing adjusted. But anyway, today I'm going to be talking about my crush on my UPS man. Okay, and really I'm going to be talking to you about what do you think I should do about this crush, right? So long story short, I've been living in my current house for about 5 years now, and I think this guy has been the UPS man for probably about 3 or maybe more. I'm not sure. But because of like the way things are usually going, like when life was regular before COVID, you know, I would be out and he would be delivering usually his packages pretty late, like 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. And because, you know, I've got to get up and go to work and all that stuff the next morning, I'm usually well inside my house by 9 or 10 o'clock. But now that COVID is on and I'm working from home, I've gotten a chance to see him a little bit more. So like sometimes I'm outside out front in my yard watering the grass, or I'm out walking the dogs or something, and I will see him around the neighborhood. And so sometimes, you know, whenever I'm out walking, we'll say hello to each other and all of that stuff, or I'll try to make small talk with him and he'll, you know, small talk back with me. Or when he's driving and he's walking or driving past where I'm walking, he'll kind of slow the truck down and let me know that he dropped some packages off at my house or things like that. You know, stuff that he doesn't have to do, you know, because he could easily just keep right on riding or just wave and keep going, but he doesn't. And so it was kind of leading me to believe that maybe he had a crush on me too. But because he's working and stuff, you have to be kind of careful about things like that. So I'm thinking to myself here lately that maybe I should figure out a way that I can find out what is this man's situation. Because honestly, we live on a small island here where 9 times out of 10, he's probably already married. You know, this is my assumption, but I don't want to assume something and let that knock me out of, you know, making the approach, or at least finding out what the man's situation is without just assuming and counting him out completely. So my thought is that maybe I will get a business card, or I had thought about some time ago, and I can't remember which one of my videos I talked about this in, or if it was just something that was in my head and I never actually talked about it, but where I wanted to get some business cards together, but that weren't related to necessarily my work, but like some personal cards, like about myself, just with my name and maybe my phone numbers or something, with, you know, a little bit of information about what I do, like some of my side hustle stuff. And using those not only to share with people when I'm out like at networking events or meetups and stuff like that, but also to use when I'm interested in a man that I see walking around town, and I can just, you know, walk up to him and hand him this card with my information on it and kind of let that be that and leave the ball in his court. So that's kind of what I'm thinking that I might do in this situation, just to see where things go, because, you know, I don't want to regret this, that I never said anything. That's kind of where I'm at in life right now. If there's somebody that I'm interested in some way or another, even if it's not very deep, I want to try my best to make it a point to at least explore it. And yes, it may be considered part of that whole idea that I had said before, that I didn't want to pursue men. But I do feel like in this case, it would just be opening a door, you know, letting him know that I had some interest or some curiosity about him without pursuing, just kind of like a gentle nudge. I feel like a gentle nudge is not necessarily a pursuit, especially in this case where he's somebody who is on his job. And if he did have, let's say he did have a crush on me or some of the other customers that he works with, it could be a little bit dangerous for him to, you know, go and make that known to somebody only for them to be offended and report him to his bosses at work or something like that. And so like in this case, I feel like I should make some sort of move. But what do you think? Do you think that, you know, the business card idea is a good idea? Do you think I should just walk up to him and tell him like, hey, listen, I've been noticing you, noticing me, you know? So should I tell him something like that? Just come out and say it? Or do this like approach where I give him a business card that has my phone number and email address on it, and let him either take it from there or not? I think for me, that seems like a good approach, because going up to him and actually saying blah, 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 even though I feel pretty comfortable in my instinctual knowledge, like, you know how you just kind of intuitively, like a woman knows when a man is interested in her. And my instincts have not very often been incorrect about these things. I don't think so. You know how you just kind of know. So anyway, you let me know what you think I should do in the comments, and I'll let you know what I actually eventually ended up doing with this situation. And it may take some time because we don't always get to speak. Sometimes he's riding through and I'm out walking, and, you know, it's just a hey, wave, you know, how are you doing? Sometimes I happen to be there when he's dropping packages off. So then, you know, in those moments we get a little time to kind of interact. But even still, with COVID and whatnot, I'm not sure if he's doing this socially distancing thing where I'm going to be having to holler across the driveway to him or what. So anyway, I'll let you know what ends up happening, if anything, and, you know, keep you posted on the situation. But like in this dating game, I feel like we should leave no stone unturned. And this is just another stone that I think I'm going to overturn. So anyway, thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and share it with some other daters, some other ladies that you think might be interested in these things and that you think could find some benefit from the idea of, you know, approaching men or giving that gentle nudge to the men that you may have some interest in and seeing where it goes. Like, you know, you never know. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Happy dating, everybody. Bye-bye.